everyone. Excuse me. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Nitro Corner. Today is Saturday, and first off, I need to apologize. I was installing some equipment yesterday in my house, and I did not have time to do Friday's show. I sincerely apologize for that. So today, we're all going to combine the weekend report into one day. We're going to begin right now with part one of the weekend report. The Raw report, the Impact report, and a triple feature on the Nitro Opinion. Some interesting tidbits for you fans. So let's begin with the Raw report for this week. Raw began with Alberto Del Rio coming out there telling obviously how great he is, how his destiny is to be the WWE Champion when Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart comes out there to basically tell Del Rio to shut up about his greatness. And that to be a true great champion, he doesn't attack people from behind. Well, John Cena interrupts as Del Rio is about to teach Bret Hart a lesson, according to him. And Cena basically says, you want to try Bret Hart, why don't you try me out for size? Well, Triple H ordered a tag team match as Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez to take on Bret Hart and John Cena. That's right, Alberto's personal ring announcer trying to be a wrestler. Ain't that cute? Next up, John Morrison and Alex Riley defeated Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger and basically ended the tag team partnership of Ziggler and Swagger as both men blamed each other for the loss and had a fight afterward. I don't think that team would ever work in the first place. Too much ego on that team. Next up, in a captain's match, The Miz defeated one half of the tag team champions, Kofi Kingston. This definitely will give The Miz and R-Truth some momentum towards Night of Champions in their tag team title match. Next up, Jerry the King Lawler has found another new partner in the Celtic Warriors Sheamus, and they defeated Michael McGillicuddy and David Ortunga in a tag team match. Seems like Lawler is on a little bit of a roll lately in the WWE as far as in-ring action. Next up, John Cena and Bret the Hitman Hart defeated Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez. No doubt John Cena is focused on his quest to become WWE Champion once again. Next up, in a squash match, as far as I'm concerned, Kelly defeated Vicky Ultimate Cougar, Vicky Guerrero. Vicky is not a wrestler as far as I'm concerned, so she should just stay out of the ring. And next up, in a major upset in my mind, Cody Rhodes, the Intercontinental Champion, defeated the World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton, thanks to some a distraction by the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. This certainly is a big win for Cody Rhodes, and certainly he would be in line for a title shot. And then finally, at the end of the night, it's CM Punk and Triple H having their own verbal exchanges. Triple H says, well, it's all about the fans. You got to get over with the fans. That's most important. Not me, CM Punk. It ain't me. You have to get over with the fans. Like as if we didn't know that already, Triple H. We're not stupid. Oh, you might think we're all stupid, but we're not. So why don't you just kiss our rear ends? It's all about the people and how to get them over. No, it's about you, Triple H. Oh, by the way, real nice job cutting his mic off again 3 times. 3 times? Are you serious? Are you really serious about cutting his mic off 3 times? Well, CM Punk certainly took it right to Triple H about that as he knocked him out with the microphone. Triple H put right in his place. And like I said last week, and I'll say it again, oh, please God, oh, please God, let CM Punk beat Triple H and end this crap as COO. All we could do is pray now, people, that CM Punk wins that no disqualification match. Remember the stipulation. If Triple H loses, he will no longer be COO of the WWE. Please, Lord, let this happen. And that was Raw for this week. Overall, Raw was a fast-paced Raw this past week. Some great tag team action, and an upset with Cody Rhodes defeating Randy Orton this past week on Raw. Overall, it was an okay show as far as I'm concerned, especially with CM Punk and Triple H's promo. Now it's time for the Impact Report for this week. Let's get started right away. Some highlights from it included an 8-man tag team match as Brother Devon and the Pope teamed up with the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Tara and Miss Tessmacher defeat all 4 members of Mexican American in an 8-man tag team bout. There looks Devon, the Pope, Tara, and Miss Tessmacher all look good in that 8-man tag. Great job on that. My homegirl, my boo, as I like to say, Velvet Sky, defeated Angelina Love, and because of that, she qualifies for a fatal 4-way match at Bound for Glory. Congratulations, Velvet. Keep up the good work. My homegirl right there. That's my favorite right there. A little biased, but hey, this is the Knockouts division, folks. There were some Jeff Hardy promos where he's trying to make amends with the talent in the back. AJ Styles wasn't buying into it, saying there won't be a time nor a place where you and I will be in the same vicinity. Man, that is deep and strong too, boy. Devon will have Hardy's back, but he's already told him straight out, this is your last chance. If you mess this one up, you are done. Pure and simple like that, folks. That's good advice from Brother Devon. Crimson had a promo this past week, and he says that he will be back at TNA in 2 weeks after recovering from a hairline fracture in his leg, and he is looking forward to facing Samoa Joe. Speaking of Samoa Joe, he defeated Matt Morgan in a submission match this past week on Impact. Samoa Joe looks like he's back on his winning ways in TNA. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Also, Bobby Roode came out there after winning the Bound for Glory series. By the way, congratulations to him for winning the Bound for Glory series. He came out there and says he's looking forward to wrestling Kurt Angle and realizing his dream of being the World Heavyweight Champion. Fortune also came out there wishing him the best of luck. And then Kazarian wanted a one-on-one match with Bobby Roode just to see how good he is in challenging for the World Heavyweight title. Well, that led to a one-on-one match where Bobby Roode defeated Kazarian in a great scientific battle, as Bobby Roode now has more momentum heading into Bound for Glory. By the way, they shook hands afterward. Great matchup between those two men. And then in the main event, first time since Nitro in 2001, the last Nitro, of course, in March of 2001, Sting defeats the Nature Boy Ric Flair in the main event, and because of that, Sting will face Hulk Hogan at Bound for Glory. Folks, you didn't see this coming. It's going to be real interesting to see how the Hulkster, Hollywood, whatever, will handle the Stinger, the goofy one, the Stinger, as he smells Hulkamania everywhere. Oh, this is going to be a great fight between those two men. And that basically is the review of Impact from this past week. Impact looked very good, especially in the main event with Sting beating Ric Flair. Kind of a nostalgic feel last week on Impact. Congratulations to Bobby Roode for winning the Bound for Glory series, as well as Sting for beating Ric Flair, and especially Velvet Sky for winning her match against Angelina Love. And that's it for the Impact Report. Now it's time for the Nitro Opinion. Some tidbits for you fans. I'll start off by giving you an update on wrestling here in the state of Delaware. I'll start off with Dynamite Championship Wrestling is going to bring 2 TNA knockouts to the September 24th Pile Driver for Breast Cancer event in Farmington, Delaware, at the Farmington Fire Department. The 2 knockouts are Tracy Brooks and the Queen Bee, Madison Rayne. That's right, Madison Rayne and Tracy Brooks will make their Delaware debut on the 24th for Dynamite Championship Wrestling in Farmington as they pile drive breast cancer on the 24th. We wish Dynamite Championship Wrestling the best of luck with this card. It looks pretty good from my vantage point. Now, let's talk about 1CW for a minute. As everyone knows by now, over the past month, the Body Slam for Autism 2 event was canceled due to Hurricane Irene. Well, I've gotten some confirmation this week from Sean Hardy on his Facebook page that 1CW will return in October with Halloween. That's right, Halloween coming in October. And when I get the information about the card and when it will take place and where, you'll find out right here on the Nitro Corner. Good to see 1CW getting back on track after their cancellation of the Body Slam for Autism 2 event because of Hurricane Irene. Now, two things that I saw this week on the internet I want to make a quick comment on. First, there is now official confirmation that The Rock will return to in-ring competition at the Survivor Series. This came from the PWRshow.com website. The Rock will be a part of a 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination matchup. One of his partners, John Cena. That's right, John Cena. One night only, one time only, never again. The Rock, John Cena on the same team. I expect a big explosion between those two. I don't think they're going to be able to team up with those two egos involved. So The Rock will return to Madison Square Garden to team up with John Cena and 3 other partners in a 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup. Should be real interesting to see how the Great One and the Doctor of Thugonomics somehow, through the grace of the good Lord, team up and try to focus for at least one night only. And finally, as I mentioned earlier, Velvet Sky defeating Angelina Love. Well, it's some interesting things going on with my homegirl, my boo as I like to say, Velvet Sky, one of my favorite wrestlers. Hi, Velvet. Velvet Sky is currently campaigning to be on next year's Dancing with the Stars. This is good stuff. I cannot wait. I'm actually looking very forward to this and see how Velvet Sky will spank the celebrity competition. We're talking spank, people. A little metaphor here. But if you want to see Velvet Sky on the Dancing with the Stars show for next year, go to TNAWrestling.com. That's right. Click on TNAWrestling.com. Go down to scroll and find the article on Velvet Sky on Campaigning with the Stars. It'll take you right to the link and you can vote her in. As far as I'm concerned, officially here, the Nitro Corner is behind Velvet Sky 1,000%. We want to see Velvet Sky on Dancing with the Stars. She is a great talent, great personality. Of course, one of my favorites. Of course, I'm being a little biased here, but so be it. Velvet Sky, your next Dancing with the Stars champion. And that is it for this. That's it for the Nitro Opinion for this week. And that's it for part 1 of the Weekend Report for the Nitro Corner. I'll be back in just a moment with part 2 of the Weekend Report, the SmackDown Report, and the Nitro Top 10 and a programming note. Until then, I'm Paul the Nitro Skyver saying, so long, everybody.